Hypothetical viewers, and welcome back to Shining Force Sword of Hajya. We are about to fight Woldol, who menaced us in the previous game and has kind of shown up out of nowhere here to just menace us again, I guess, for reasons that aren't really explained. When I played this game as a kid, I really had no idea who the hell this guy was, because, like, who the fuck is Woldol? We've never seen him before. And now playing it again as an adult, I know who he is, but I still can't tell you why he is here. He just showed up. But I actually had a little trouble getting this emulator to start today. It completely froze, needed to be reset. I think my poor computer, I had put it into airplane mode just to decrease and just like close some files and stuff, just to decrease the burden on its processing power right now. My computer is definitely going through some struggles with OBS. It clearly was not designed for this use case. I'm hoping that once my work laptop is finally fully set up, I can uninstall a bunch of work-related software from my personal computer and hopefully lighten the load a little of stuff it has to do. But it might be this emulator also. It seems to have some issues with Fusion occasionally. It's possible my computer is not fully capable of handling the complexities of a Universal Genesis emulator. It's an old computer and it was mid-tier at the time that I bought it. One has to have some sympathy for the poor thing. But yeah, this is actually, we have this battle and then two more, and that'll wrap up the game. So we are right at the end here, just rushing towards the big final confrontation. So that is pretty exciting. You know, I'm gotten all the way through this game and, you know, just kind of contemplating how it's like, man, we got through both Gaiden games pretty quickly, and at that point, once we do Shining Force Final Conflict, it's like, wow, we'll have done most of the Shining Force games. We'll have to, at that point, look into 3 and see if we can figure out whether it's translated enough that I'll actually be able to understand it. Because I don't read Japanese, so if like or speak Japanese, I don't know why I said read specifically. I don't read or speak it. So if the like menus and stuff aren't translated, I would not actually have any idea what was going on. I wouldn't be able to like select the right options. So we're actually, our total levels aren't super high or anything here, because once I got everyone to you know, max, I didn't do any additional level grinding or anything. We're good as is, so we're not gonna hit like max level. I think we're never even gonna get the level 4 spells, because you'd really have to grind to get them. Like, we already did level grinding as it was, and we don't have them. So it's like, man, you gotta really want it if you want the maximum spell power. And by maximum, I mean like adequate to even be remotely useful. They nerfed magic hard in this game. Also, I do apologize if you hear like a faint like whine or whirring in the background. I have a computer nearby that is losing its mind for reasons that are not clear to me. It is brand new. Nothing appears to be really running on it. You know, I even went through like the task manager just to see if there was some weird background software. There's not. It's just dying for reasons that I do not know. This poor computer. I thought my like existing laptop, like my personal laptop, was bad, you know, just that it was sort of old and shitty. This is a brand new computer that was purchased for me for work, and it is shockingly, it's like constantly overheating from the first day that I got it, which is pretty insane. So yeah, sorry if there's some weird background noise. That is the origin, a computer that is just having like a breakdown. The vagaries of technology. I will say the background music here, this is the background music in quite a few levels, and I always feel like it's slightly too soothing. So like, it kind of makes me feel like less, you know, it's like the battle feels, it makes it feels very like, we're just going at a nice slow pace with this soothing music. It's not like high key enough, you know, sort of energetic enough for a battle really. It's too relaxed. Do we need to go up these stairs for any reason? I guess to get the chest, we'll go up there. Just casually meandering through this level. This battle was a lot harder when I was a kid because my characters were so much less leveled up. Ben got to a pretty high level. He did well. We have some characters who became relatively powerful. And really, everyone's about as powerful as they need to be. Like, we're not exactly struggling all that much. I wish it was easier to tell which tiles were and were not passable. I can't tell how much of the rubble is solely decorative and how much of it is actually an impassable tile. And it's sort of hard to tell also because, like, sometimes we may be able to walk on them just because we don't have, like, enough squares of movement or whatnot left, but at other times they may be totally impassable. And I am uncertain. Man, I remember doing this as a kid. I had to, like, creep forward super cautiously to not aggro the magic user into murdering us all with freeze. And just, like, not aggro too many things at once. It was, like, just inching along the side of the map. Now, with my greater patience for level grinding as an adult, and my greater knowledge of how to max out the characters in Shining Force, we can just barge on through with no caution whatsoever. Woldol himself will certainly be a tough cookie, though. You know, he's got a lot of HP and a lot of MP, so can't take him too lightly. I guess this group on the left, you know, my group on the left can just deal with the guys in the middle. It shouldn't be too tough. Meanwhile, over here, we can keep moving up through the rubble. Slows us down a little, but it's not so bad. Chester just helping out with this, what is he? An assassin, that's it. I couldn't remember whether they were still like the Death Archer or whatever, whether they got upgraded. The upgrade enemies, basically the palette changes and the name changes, so it's sort of hard to keep track of them sometimes. It's like, you know, the bow one. That's all it is. I'm actually gonna have him go search this chest while we're here. 6,000 gold coins, that's not really a good reward at this point. I don't think there's anything left to buy. It's more like a, if you're bad at the game and somehow kill everyone like a billion times, here's some coins to res them, but legitimately, coins aren't that great of a reward at this point. I'd rather have like a cool new item. Because there's seriously, I think this is the last of the weapons. There's really nothing to buy. And resing people is not very expensive. It's only a couple hundred coins, so. This level being filled with assassins does mean that it's hard not to be in range of multiple enemies at once, because, you know, it's not that wide of a stage on the whole. Fighting this Dullahan. The Dullahan here looks like it's a centaur, actually. It's got 4 legs. It's sort of not obvious at first. You know, it looks like it's just a statue, but apparently it is indeed a centaur. If I ever use blast, why not? Blast the Dullahan with the power of hell, which, as we all know, is wind, based on this game's spell animations. Jeez, these assassins are pretty fast. They're getting a lot of turns. My dudes are lagging behind on the right here. They are getting their turns surprisingly rarely. I feel like I somehow managed to, like, split the party in half and put more of the really slow characters on the right, which is very unfortunate. Claude is gonna die. I put him too far forward. I shouldn't have rushed so much. Oh well, whatever. Whatever, I will win. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that though. I like push people too far forward because I'm very impatient. As any hypothetical viewers will of course be aware, my impatience is extremely high. When is it? Man, having all these enemies here certainly makes the level more challenging, but it also just makes it way more boring because I'm like, when is it going to be my turn again? Like, let's pick up the pace. Wow, Freeze 3 has a much bigger range than I thought. It might be the end of... Oh, Eric's still alive. Just barely. Just barely alive. Wow, this... Oh, wait, does he... He only has... Man, Slade's magic is not... He's a good healer, but he really cannot cast any... He doesn't even get blast, too. gotta gradually work through this piles upon piles of enemies. There's just so many enemies on this map. It really... Maybe I'm just more impatient than usual today, but this really does feel like the sort of thing where I'm like, this is gonna take a while. This is... You know, this is just gonna be a bit boring because it's like, wow, there's just a relatively small space with a lot of stuff we have to fight. I'm excited. Like... At least we're getting some double attacks here to just pick up the pace. Ben's doing us proud, just taking out the Taros, saving us some time. I'm actually going to focus fire on the double hunt here just so we can hopefully clear him out pretty fast. Very nice. Still getting some level ups. Can have her come up and attack this dragony dude, wyvern, I guess. Very good. Still leveling up. We're getting pretty good. Got a couple level 13s. Luke is slow and lagging behind. Jeez, Natasha's fucking run out of magic. I guess I'll just use Blaze 1 and finish this guy off. I mean, I spoke about this before, that I'm well aware that the wizards cease to be useful at the end. They're merely going to be just doing chip damage at best. I know that, but I just like them so much. Let's have Jaha just wade into the fray and start attacking this demon master. Did I somehow forget to equip Jaha's weapon? Did I just like lose my mind? I did. Okay. That was my own fault, because I was like, what the fuck? Didn't make any sense. I thought that I had equipped his Axe of Atlas, but it would appear that I forgot to do this. So, Saw's Jaha. We probably could have gotten like half that sorcerer's HP, if not for my own incompetence. Man, Aura level 3, we also don't have that. You must have to get to a really high level to get that. It's insanely good. I actually do wish we had that. We only have level 2. Oh, there's just so many... Seriously, I'm actually kind of annoyed by this. I'm like, there's so many fucking enemies, and I'm not annoyed by it because it makes the level hard. I'm annoyed by it because it makes me wait. I'm like, I don't want to wait for my turn. I just want to get a move on. I'm just too impatient, that's all. See, that Aura 3 was pretty incredible. It was doing like 25 HP heals. Poor Jaha's just, he doesn't even, oh yeah, you can see there's nothing in his hand. I didn't even notice. I had him attack swing before too. I was apparently paying so little attention, I didn't notice that he didn't do any damage. I was like, wow, this Dullahan's taking forever to kill. That would be why. Oh man, I put May too far out in front and she didn't. Oh wow, she's surviving for now. Amazing. So many fucking enemies. God, it's annoying. I don't know if we healed up Eric enough for him to make it. Yeah, he'll be okay. Oh, this is time consuming. Finally, it's our fucking turn. God. As you can see, having to wait is the thing I like the least in games, probably. I'm just like, let's get a move on. When's it my turn? Oh. I apologize. I'm just an incredibly impatient person. It's a character flaw, I know. How much HP does this thing have? So, Natasha should be able to finish this off with, like, what? Freeze? I can't remember if it's weak. I think it might be strong against fire, because it, like, breathes fire, doesn't it? Arg. Why is magic so fucking weak? Seriously, it's... They nerfed it really hard, and I think they just went overboard. Hopefully we can get enough turns in a row here to actually kill these guys before Bishop heals them up. Because... Oh good, Graham will finish off this wyvern, making a little progress. Slowly, slowly. Very nice, Graham. At least we're getting some good level ups here. Love to egress before the next battle and recover our various, well, just Claude at this point, but who knows who else is gonna get killed due to my laziness and inability to concoct a good strategy when I'm just like, let's hurry up. Yeah, let's have May search the chest, why not? cool, an evil lance. Well, I think they can cast spells, so she can use that at least. This puts Eric at risk, but we really need to kill this guy fast, and, you know. Demon Master poked you, apparently, with their finger. That was their big counterattack. Gotta get rid of this guy ASAP. Before it is too late. Oh good, and we'll equip his weapon this time. Okay, yes. The Axe of Atlas. Very strong, should definitely KO this Demon Master. Excellent. If only I had remembered to equip his weapon before, the Demon Master would have been dead already. Because he would have gotten that big attack in, so it could have been done, but oh well. See, this is an example of where I've said this before, but I don't quite get the AI, because I'm pretty sure the Dullahan could have killed Eric, or at least would have had a better chance than of killing Jaha, who it couldn't defeat. And like in Fire Emblem, the AI pretty much always attacks someone it can kill. Like if it is possible for the enemies to kill a unit, they will attack that unit. Whereas in this game, it seems way more random. Like they almost just pick just out of it, like just random number generator who they're attacking. And I don't know if there's some kind of, and now this guy is attacking Eric, so I'm like, does it, oh, but he dodged, good job, Eric. Like, does it cycle through and say, oh, we'll have this one guy, Eric's so injured I'm actually gonna use heal 3 so that he can just get healed all the way up. You know, does it cycle through and go, oh, we only need one enemy to attack this guy and finish him off, so the other enemy will do something else? Like, does it actually account for all of the individual actions? Because the Fire Emblem AI, I don't think it does. I think it goes through, like, one enemy at a time in, like, the order that they're going to act, basically. But maybe this one doesn't. I don't know. Or is it truly random? Something in the black box. But yeah, I don't really understand, like, the programming logic behind how the AI determines which units to attack and which to ignore. Because sometimes it seems really counterintuitive. Is May still injured? A bit, yeah. Okay. Slade, you can heal her up. You're really contributing to this battle, you two. You're just like, just wandering around the battlefield like, oh man, this is fun. Getting a bit of a day trip here. Good times. This should finish off the Chimera. We're making good progress. Man, these enemies are not giving very much X. We've grown strong. I kind of want to save a little bit so she can at least get one attack against Solo. Or Woldol. That's it, yeah. Solo is the other guy that we already killed. Thanks to the Valkyrie, Dawn can easily attack this guy from up above on the ledge. So I'll just kind of have her hang out here for now. We have to sort of gradually creep towards Woldol. Oh, we attracted him. I put too many people in the same spot. His sprite is very weird looking. He's using the light sword, which is casting bolt, it would seem. Dang. And it doesn't even cost him MP. What a dick. So that's what I'd say about Death Woldol. Bit of a dick. Yeah, so he didn't even use his freeze 3 yet. Oh, oops. I accidentally put him in the wrong place. Whatever, you can just smack those guys there. I thought he was next to the Dullahan, and he was not, and I just clicked through without looking carefully. Jeez, that guy gets a lot of turns, too. Shit, Woldol's fast. Defeating Woldol will actually be fairly tricky, and we have to take the cleric out first, otherwise, like, he's just gonna heal up every damage we do. So we'll have to approach this delicately. Slade, why don't you heal up Megan? I'm concerned if I put Slade right next to Luke, then we'll once again present a very attractive target for Woldol. Not totally sure how the AI decides this stuff, but I'm pretty sure if we have characters who are in range of his magic, he will use the magic. Although sometimes bafflingly, the AI will just have wizards walk up and punch you instead, so not totally sure. So it's baffling at times. Chester, I think this will finish off the Dullahan. Okay, good. So now we just gotta take out that cleric. Otherwise, or bishop or whatever he is. To me, I keep saying cleric because I'm thinking of D&D essentially. To me, he's a cleric. Because that's the character class that has healing magic. And this is something at least can ding the evil bishop a little. That's so, it doesn't do very much considering how freaking expensive it is. It just feels like the game is sort of cheaping out on you in a weird way. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I guess he'll use freeze 3 if we don't checkerboard formation, and I think that will do a little bit more damage compared to his light sword power. I don't know. Well, whatever. We're gonna just dive in. We got the evil bishop will heal himself if we don't kill him ASAP. Let's take him out. Even if we lose some people, it's progress towards actually killing Waldol. Yeah, he's as expected. He'll use freeze 3. I think we'll survive it though. But again, picture us doing this battle with the freeze 3 glitch not fixed, and like the level of suffering that would be occurring. It's this game is more fair now, but in a way not as memorable. Actually, yeah, I'll use it on these two. I didn't even realize Aura. I mean, I guess I knew it was range, but that actually is more range than I thought it had. I thought the range was narrower. And now he's just, again, like, I do not get. Well, his attack is actually pretty strong, but, you know, he could do way more if he attacked us with magic. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. One moment, gotta pause the audio. Sneeze completed. Saws that took a hot minute. You know when you have one of those sneezes that just like it builds, but it's like it's coming, but it's not quite there. Oof. It's the dry air, honestly. I do think that's what it is, because the desk that I'm using to put my laptop on right now is basically right next to the radiator, and it's very cold outside. It's freezing. So the heat has been on quite a bit and has made the air very dry, and I should really vacuum and it's a bit dusty, so this is all combining to produce some sneeziness. I think I said this in multiple videos because of the sheer volume of sneezing that is occurring, that this has happened multiple times. Well, maybe this will take us home. I'm not sure how much he resists magic. I can't remember what you did last time. Good job, May! You did it. You know? Got a level out of it. Our wizards are not as strong as they were earlier in the game, but they're still useful. I've been defeated even with all my power. Whoa, what's happening? I'm melting. Wow, that's a very stupid, and like just the fact he goes, whoa, what's happening? And then he's just like, he melts. Oh, King Warderer, help me. I'm melting. Like, I thought he was a ghost. He's Death Woldol. Like a ghost or a zombie. Why would he melt? Like, what? Is he made of ice? Is that why he's blue and has freeze? What the fuck? It's the fate of evil to end life this way. How horrifying. Apparently it's the fate of evil things to melt into a puddle. What? There's little time. We must enter the shrine. Gotta go save Prince Nick. But we have enough time to egress and resurrect some of the beeps. Oh good, we ended up in camp anyway. Are you prepared for battle? I mean, not without my boy Claude. See, it only costs 200 gold to res him. And like, why do we need 6,000 gold? There's not even a shop. Look at this. There is literally no shop. What is the point of the 6,000 gold? Unless were they just like, well, maybe if you get Ben killed on this map multiple times and lose all your gold, it'll come in handy or something? It feels slightly insulting. Well, we still got like 5 minutes, so let's see the cutscene. I knew it was you. Hindle, I've raised and looked after you. You betrayed me. He raised Hindle? Wow, that's a new layer to this that I did not remember. I don't know if that's because this line maybe wasn't in the original game, because I did notice comparing the opening crawl of this to the original Game Gear version, this version seems a teeny bit expanded. It could just be a better translation, obviously. So I don't know if I just forgot about this or if it wasn't in the Game Gear translation, but wait, what? So is Warderer just like a billion years old? Because Hindle appears to be like an adult. I guess maybe Warderer is just like older. I sort of thought they were the same age. He does look that old, but he is like some sort of weird demon man, so maybe we wouldn't be able to tell. But that adds a layer to this. He also has a misplaced comma there. Wow, he just punched him across the room. I think this is the bishop talking. We almost allowed Prince Nick to escape. Once and for all, we must take care of Hindle. Wow, that's a lot of backtalk to your boss from a guy who doesn't even have a face portrait. No, he must suffer before he dies. Hindle, meanwhile, has just collapsed on the floor. Poor guy. First, we must sacrifice the prince. I can't allow that. Wow, this is like a great, like, Big Damn Heroes heroic entrance for Mayfair and the Shining Force. Busting in right when Nick was about to be sacrificed. Although, really, there appears to be no reason they couldn't just chuck him in the lava while we're back here. I guess Warderer was too annoyed to do that. Ugh, not the Cyprus army again. Can't believe they defeated both Barbara and Woldol. It's almost like they did some level grinding at some point. All my plans are ruined because of that Hindle. He's not wrong. Without Hindle, he's the one who like led us out of that weird lava cavern we fell into, and he like warned us about the death wounds and stuff. So Hindle did help us out quite a few times, and we would not have been able to escape from that chasm without him. That would have been the end of the Shining Force. So Hindle is the traitor. But why help Cyprus? Main character being so articulate here. What's the matter, Ben? Could it be that you know Hindle? It could be. That's preposterous. I won't participate in such prattle. Nobody was asking you to participate, Warderer. We were kind of just talking among ourselves. Well, poor Prince Nick is still in danger. Just having a little sidebar. I'll personally bring punishment to Cyprus. Ben, we'll talk later, but first let's get Warderer. Yeah, that kind of needs to take priority. Prince Nick is literally about to be sacrificed. So this is a big epic final battle map. The battle will have two halves, as most of our... I think all of the Shining Force final battles have so far. Like, you fight the first half, then the big giant monster appears and you fight that. So it's basically just a big open area, you know, which, as you can imagine, Iome will, like, appear in the center here once we get to the second half of the battle. Let's just take a quick peek, because I'm guessing the next one will run long. This was another one where, in the original game, you had to be really careful how you approached in order to get to this guy before he murdered your whole party. We have the Executioner, which is a Minotaur upgrade. We have the upgraded Taros, the Sentinel. The upgraded Dullahan, which is the Skull Knight, which is weird because it's a monster that notably has no head, so it doesn't really have a skull per se. I guess it has a face on its chest, but again, no skulls in sight. The Assassin still. As usual, we have an evil bishop backing up the boss here, and Warderer himself, who has Bolt level 3, Aura level 2, and Boost level 2. So and 99 MP, so he is going to be a massive pain in the ass. He can attack us at range from a very large area with Bolt 3 and do a lot of damage. And with Aura, you know, not only can he heal his lackeys, he can also heal himself while we're trying to kill him. In a way, it's not so bad when the boss is healing, because at least it means they're not using their turn to attack you. And because of the magic of the action economy, if we kill everyone else before him, we have more turns than him proportionally. So it's like, yeah, he negates one person's attack, but we have multiple people. But still, it does mean that taking out his minions will be harder. So he has high defenses too, and high agility. So he's also, I'm gonna guess, going to be one of those bosses that gets multiple turns in a row. So he's definitely going to be no joke. And this may be a map where we'll have to take it a little bit cautiously so we don't get completely swarmed, which goes against my nature, but I'll force myself to. It's funny how, like, we ended up with this very asymmetrical setup. Normally the party's pretty symmetrical. All I have to do is move Natasha over one square, and it works pretty well. As it is, it's just like, this looks lopsided. But that's not important. So thank you for watching, hypothetical viewers. I hope you enjoyed watching me very impatiently rush ahead to take down Woldol, who it was never really explained why he was there. I guess he was just like, I was in the first game, remember me? And it's like, I do remember you. Nice to see you again, I guess. Then you melted. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and look forward to the next episode where, after after chasing after him and being menaced by his servants the whole game, we will finally take down Warderer, who is the king of Iome, which I didn't think was actually a place in the previous game, but is, I guess, and it has a king. The king is that guy. We're gonna murder him, in order to rescue poor Prince Nick, who has just been in peril this entire game. Poor guy. So we will finally rescue him and take our revenge against Warderer in the next episode of Shining Force Sword of Hajya.